No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, they can't leave it like this. No. No. No, re-zero these damn cliffhangers, man. What is up? It's your boy Infrar-Ed Scott. Welcome to the Scott Reports. Today I bring you an anime review of ReZero. Episode 14 is back. It's back to hanging us on that thread at the end of every episode. As I'm at a loss for words right now. I don't know what to think. As Subaru is fucked. I'm sorry. That's the best way to describe this. You know, before I get into the episode, because I am still in disbelief of what I saw, I went out and grabbed volume 1 of Orange. That's how good it was. And it was my mistake. I thought Crunchyroll said that they were going to show episode 2 today. It might have been a misprint. So no episode 2 of Orange. Anyway, back to ReZero. I am wrecked, bro. And sis, all the watchers, I am wrecked. Okay. I'm calm. Let's get down to the breakdown. So the episode starts, you know, before I even get to the breakdown, let me go in on Subaru. Subaru has been an idiot for the past 2 episodes. He still thinks this is a game. He has learned nothing from what happened between him and Amelia. He has learned absolutely nothing, as he still thinks that everything revolves around him. He still thinks that his actions is the main point and the focus that will change everything. You're not in a video game, bro. You're not the hero of this story. I mean, you are, but you're in the world where the things that you do aren't gonna affect everybody overall. As he still has the audacity to think that Amelia is helpless without him. I'm really annoyed by Subaru right now. I am. He needs to climb out of this development arc quick. Because as we can see in this episode, it's not going to be good for everybody around him. As he probably put in danger, well, he did put in danger the last person that even fucks with him right now. That's how pissed Subaru has me that I am almost ranting. But anyway, let's get down to the episode breakdown, as it starts off with Subaru tirelessly training with William in sword fighting, because he feels that if he gets better with the sword, he could be a better knight. He could be the better person to save the day for everyone. It's not working because William is just kicking his ass, so he has a long way to go as far as being a sword fighter. Also, while this is going on, Reinhardt steps to Subaru and apologizes for letting him and Julius fight, as he's a colleague to both of them. And we saw what happened with Subaru and Amelia. We saw what happened with him, and Julius got into a little bit of hot water as well for fighting Subaru to begin with, probably because he knew that he could outmatch him and he didn't have to show off the way he did. And we found out that Julius did get in trouble from that damn cat trap Felis. I mean, you're wearing a dress, bro. You're wearing a dress. That's not a trap. That's just wrong. It's not our fault you're wearing a dress and people think you're a chick. I mean, come on. Anyway, so Subaru, still being a jerk at this point, dismisses Reinhardt. You know, he basically says, you know, stay out of it. Stay out of my business. I'm the person that Amelia needs. I'm going to fix this by myself. As he walks away, he goes to fight with William again and just keeps getting his ass kicked. However, he's going to keep trying so he can keep getting better. It's been about 3 or 4 days. He hasn't even left the castle that he's in now because he's just been tirelessly training, trying to prove himself. As Rem says, you know what, you need to get out, you need to get some air, you need to stretch your legs. So they're going to go to the city, and that's when things really start to pick up for the episode. Now, he does have a heart-to-heart with Rem, as he asks her, do you think I'm a failure? And she just straight up tell him, yes, I do think you're a failure. But you know what? You're my friend, and I'm going to stick with you no matter what. As we begin to see a little bit of maybe a shipping going on between Rem and Subaru in this episode, as they begin to get closer and closer, especially after what they've been through with the forest arc. So they're going to head to the city next, and inside of the city, the selection process for the candidates for Queen are all over the city. And everybody has a high prejudice towards Amelia. Even the shopkeeper, the apple shopkeeper, who is, you know, joining everybody else in the commotion, looking at the posters while Rem is taking care of his store while he's gone. And Subaru's like, hey, what are you doing? Don't make her do your job for you. But back to what I'm saying, the people hate Amelia because she is a half elf. We're beginning to see the real prejudice that Amelia has to deal with revealing what she is or even being seen because she resembles the jealous witch. Now this of course teased Subaru off as he goes on a rant of saying that you don't know her, you don't know how good she is, she doesn't deserve this type of scrutiny, and honestly she doesn't. But the shopkeeper, even though he didn't change his stance on how he feels about her, he says that's just how things is. The jealous witch have done terrible things and the city absolutely hates her. So it's just unfortunate that Amelia has to go through what she goes through because the people don't know about anything else. He also kind of pulls Subaru to the side and says, you don't know who's watching or listening, so you need to be a little bit more careful about saying the jealous witch out in the open and saying these type of views towards Amelia before people turn their knives on you. As we see that happen rather quickly, as after he went on his tirade, people like literally started bumping Subaru and pushing him out the way, seeing him as a supporter of someone that everyone hates. Next, back at the castle, we are introduced a little bit more to candidate Crush and her side of the field. So it's Crush, Felis, and William. That's pretty much her sect, and Subaru is there to get his minor gate repaired by Felis. And she kind of urges Subaru after asking him out for a drink to make things right with Amelia. He needs to fix whatever was broken between them. He can't leave things the way it is. We also learn that things aren't getting any better for Amelia as people are outside of the mansion that she is in protesting and causing a ruckus because again, people really do hate half elves, especially the jealous witch. And this is the moral of the episode. Once again, Subaru basically saying, I know what's good for everybody. I'm not going to listen to what anybody tells me, and I'm going to do what I want. You see, Rem has a connection to Ram as far as feelings. And she had this feeling that something was going on at the mansion with Ram. And this was verified again by Crush, as she says, yeah, there's people outside basically protesting her even being in the candidacy for queen. So what does Subaru do? He says, you know what? I'm going to go to the mansion and make everything right because Amelia needs me. I'm the hero. I'm going to go ahead and do this. And this goes back to the argument that they had where she's saying, you're doing this for yourself. You're not doing this to help me. You're trying to bump yourself up and use me as an inconvenience. And she's completely right. I completely agree with Amelia on the way that Subaru is doing things because, again, he has that mentality that he's a main hero in a video game and not seeing this as a realistic quarter. However, things are going to get dicey for him doing this as Crush tells him that I made a contract with Amelia to heal your mana gate and to keep you out of trouble. If you leave before this is done, you are my enemy. So think about that before you leave. Think about that before you put Amelia in danger. And he's also told this by Felix. He's like, maybe you just need to kick back. They told you to stay out of this for a reason. Of course, Subaru doesn't listen. And he's going to go get on a carriage that they at least William let him borrow the dragon carriage to get back to the city with Rem. However, it's going to take them 2 days to get back to the city instead of like a half a day because the way that they go is blocked off by like some type of fog. And it's just a really bad area by some type of fog by a white whale creature. And Rem says we can't go that way or we will certainly die. So they're going to take an alternate route and head back to the mansion. It is at this point in the episode that we get a very emotional moment with Subaru and Rem as they both couldn't sleep. So Rem comes into the room to talk to him about everything that's going on. And she hugs him. She embraces him and we can kind of see that she now cares for him, maybe even loves him. I don't even think that's a maybe anymore. She does love Subaru. As she starts to heal his mana gate and she softly tells him that I completely support you and I believe in you and what you're doing. If you're doing this truly to make things right with Amelia, then because you're my friend, I'm going to go ahead and help you. So the two fall asleep. However, Subaru wakes up the next morning to find that Rem is gone. And she leaves him a letter basically saying, this is for your own good. I left you stranded in the city because they had to stop at this inn the night before because the dragon carriage got tired. It's now morning. She said, I left you here for your own good. I'm going to go back to the city and go be with my sister, go be with Amelia and make things right. You're only going to make things worse. Stay here until everything blows over. Of course, Subaru again doesn't listen as he frantically looks through the town to find somebody to take him to the mansion. And he runs into this man by the name of Otto who takes him there. And I apologize, I missed what happened between these two. But Otto gets to a certain point where he's taking him back to the mansion. And he just stops. He was like, it's too scary this way. Something's going on. I can't take you any further. Subaru gets out of the carriage and starts to run towards the carriage on foot himself without heeding the warning that he shouldn't go that way. He goes into the darkness of this area and he just gets a very bad feeling as he's even approached by I don't want to say Klansmen, but that's the best way that you can call it. It's the black hooded people that remember back when Rem and Ram flashback about their story. These are the same people that destroyed Rem and Ram's city and killed everybody there. Subaru runs into one of these same people and then he's surrounded by a whole bunch of them. However, it looks like they may have bowed to him and left. So they showed up, bowed to him and left as he wonders what the hell just went on. And he makes his way back towards the city after being creeped out and seeing this. And it is here that Subaru finally makes it back to the city, only to find that the entire city has been killed and burned. Everybody in the city, the villagers, the kids, everybody that he built his friendship with, you know, the kids he saved from the dog familiar, men, women, children, everybody. Once again, the same thing that happened to Rem and Rum back when they were kids happened to this city. Is everybody is completely dead with daggers in them from this same sect or cult of people that he ran into. The entire city is dead. He goes closer, wondering what happened, because if everybody in the city's dead, he wondered what happened to Rem, or did she get to safety? He finds her ball and chain. Then he finds Rem dead on the ground. Oh my God, this completely wrecked me as Subaru once again is a wreck, as he can't help but do anything but cry, because it's probably his fault that Rem is dead. Because him being a jackass and going back to this city against everyone's will, against everybody telling him to chill out to everything is died down, Rem is now dead. And the part that got me the most is, where was the save point? It might be too late for Subaru to even save Rem right now, because number one, he's going to have to kill himself to get everything over. There's nobody in the city for him to fight. So in order for him to even go back, he's going to have to kill himself to even go back again. That's going to do some more to his psyche as you keep having to kill yourself to reverse time. Secondly, where was the save point? Because if the save point was before, if the save point is after this all occurred, like let's say the save point was when he actually got to the city, Rem's done because she left the night before. So if the save point is in this day, he's not going to be able to make this right no matter what happens. And what's even worse is he's going to have to head to that mansion, and whoever's there now is definitely going to take their wrath out on him, as I'm pretty sure they're going to say it's your fault this even happened. And that was the end of the episode, guys. Another heart-wrecking story, another heart-wrecking episode of ReZero as it continues to fight for anime of the season, as it has definitely been the most consistent right now as far as the animes that have come out in 2016. So I'm going to go ahead and end it here. Thank you guys for joining me as always. If you liked the video, go ahead and drop it a like, and if you want to hear more, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, as there will be no shortage of content for you guys to check out. I upload pretty often. On that note, be sure to join me tomorrow as I review Taboo Tattoo, and also I'll also be doing a special segment. You know, I do a podcast with my best friend Charles on Imperfect Geniuses. I'm also going to be joining the MC2 Gaming podcast tomorrow as well. That's going to cut tomorrow, but that'll probably be up Tuesday morning. So I always had a link in the SoundCloud to that in my description as well if you guys want to check that out. And as I always say, you guys can be anywhere on YouTube right now, but you chose to listen to me, and I really appreciate that. So thank you guys for stopping by. On that note, it's your boy Infrar-Ed signing out. See you soon.